Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Bunny Cat's Oracle. It's great to have you here. My name is Marianne, and I'm going to do your mid-April 2021 general tarot reading. I guess I'm a little too late for the April readings, and I do apologize to whomever was anxiously waiting a reading from me. I actually got cast in a movie the end of March, and it was all really last minute, so I had to go do that, which is awesome. It was great, but haven't had a couple days to sit down and do the readings, so I'm here now. I hope you guys are having a great month so far. Hope you're enjoying the sunshine, if it is sunny where you are, and this beautiful weather. And I'm going to start your reading with a little prayer. So for everyone who clicked on this video today, I pray that you are happy, that you are healthy, that you and your loved ones are protected from harm, and that you are making all your best dreams come true. Okay, let's get started. As usual, if you want to skip the shuffling and just go straight to where the reading starts, I will put the timestamp for that down below. I won't be offended. Ooh, the world just popped out. Maybe you guys are having some big win. That's nice. We'll see if that card comes up again in your reading. So Cancer, what's going on for my crab friends under the sea? Let's get some proper shuffles here with these massive cat cards. So for Cancer, please. For my beautiful crabs and handsome crabs for April 2021, what's left of it anyway. What do my crabs need to hear? And okay, one more shuffle and we'll get started. Crabs, please. April 2021, thank you very much. And we'll cut the deck 3 times. I'm ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okie dokie. So just a reminder to everyone before I get started, these readings are general. Tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. So I do hope that you enjoy this reading. I hope you get something out of it. If something resonates, that's great. If it doesn't, please feel free to just forget it and move on. It's not something you should take super seriously. I don't know you. I don't know your life. I just want to entertain you, keep you company for a little while here, and hopefully provide some insight. If ever anything I'm saying here is triggering like a bad memory or making you feel weird, please feel free to just click off. No intention of making anyone feel weird or negative or anything like that. Sometimes readings are weird, you know? I never know what's going to come up. Yeah, just don't ever let a tarot card reading like get in your head and freak you out. And I hope that mine aren't doing that. I'm trying my best not to have that effect. Okay, what do we have here? Got some really, really good cards so far. Look at this. We've got the Sun. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the Star, the Chariot. Like nice. There's a real winning energy coming through here. And a lot of happiness. And if I hasn't said so before, I will say so now. The Sun is, of course, the most important card in the major arcana because everything revolves around the sun and not the other way around. So it has a very big impact on anything, and it can outshine any negative influences. So if anything comes up here that's a little negative, just remember that the Sun is here in your spread. So all will be overcome. Really beautiful energy in the present with the Star at the bottom, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like you're really like kind of just exactly where you need to be right now. The King of Cups is really good for your energy because this is a water sign. So this is about mastery of emotions. This is someone who, whether you're male or female or non-binary, doesn't matter, but it's like you may be dealing with some dramatic situations. Sorry, I had a hair like float down onto my cards. I was just trying to catch it. So you may be dealing with some dramatic situation or some dramatic people or, you know, any kind of, you know, figurative choppy waters, but it's like you're not letting it phase you, you know, and you're not showing it. You're making the best of the situation. There's a feeling of a lot of happiness, a lot of, you know, emotional happiness here with the Ace of Cups. There may have been some new start. You know, some of you could have had a child recently or started a new relationship or adopted a pet. So this is about an emotional new start, but it could just be about your energy. It's just like just coming to a place where you're like, You know what? I just want to be happy. I just want to do something that makes me happy. I just want to enjoy the moment. I want to be at peace. I don't want to let other people's drama affect me. And that's kind of what I'm getting more than anything off of this reading, Cancer, is just you deciding like you're not going to let anybody rob you of your peace. You're not going to let people take you out of the present, if that's somewhere you want to be. And there's a feeling of peace and calm after chaos with the star here. Some of you are working on a new dream, like you have a new project of sorts, maybe a creative project, or you're just feeling newly inspired about something that you did before, but maybe you were feeling kind of meh, and now you're like, nah, you know what, actually I'm really into this. And, like reconnecting with that thing that makes you feel really good. So lots of like water influence here, which is your element. So I feel like this is, perfectly at home for you. So that's really nice. What's motivating you this month? The Sun and the Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is all about your financial stability. So being able to make enough money that you can support yourself well and live luxuriously and also support the people that you care about. So Queen of Pentacles takes really good care of her family. Again, don't get caught up in if it's queen or king. It's a general reading, so just take it how it resonates for you. But yeah, it's somebody who has more than enough and is able to take really, really good care of their people. So the money on your mind and the mind on your money, and also your happiness with the Sun here. Again, it outshines any negative difficulty. It's just what's really important to you this month is just that you be happy and that you be content. It's your life. It's not anybody else's life. Life can't just all be about work and struggle and suffering and paying your bills and making your landlord rich or making the bank rich. And, we actually have to enjoy ourselves too. Like, it's your life. You got to live it, right? And I definitely feel like you're so ready to live it. Some of you could actually be wanting to go on a vacation this month, which I know is really tricky in the circumstances. So whether or not you're able to travel, but you may be adopting a feeling of like a staycation, I actually did this with my boyfriend the other night. We've been doing this a lot where we put on either waves in the background or the Jamaican tree frogs. So it sounds like we're at a really nice resort. And we have this funky light that we play in the living room that sort of flashes different colors of lights around. And we just chill and we just kind of pretend we're on vacation, like, okay, look, we're on the balcony, we're in Jamaica, we just imagine that we're there and we close our eyes and it actually feels like we are on vacation. Like we really are able to enjoy it. So you might try something like that. I don't know. Enough about me. Recent past, I have the Moon, I have the Death card, and I have the Eight of Cups. So there was some kind of big change here. I don't know what this had to do with, but it does feel like you've left an emotional or dramatic situation behind. You may have been dealing with some people that were a little bit deceptive too, possibly, or like distracting. Interesting that there's is it a crab? It's not a crab. I mean, it looks like a lobster, but I think it's a crayfish. It's like people who kind of smile at you and lie to your face, like look you in the eye and just lie to you point blank. And I feel like you could see through it. Like maybe you had a feeling like you're just like, something's not right. So you may have had a falling out with someone and not necessarily a personal relationship, but it could have been somebody at work or just some acquaintances that weren't quite on the up and up, but there was some kind of massive change. The Eight of Cups is usually about like walking away from a dramatic situation, but it can also be about avoiding responsibilities or like giving in to distractions or temptations or like drinking too much, eating too much, like smoking too much, like that kind of thing. So for some of you, it could have just been that. It could be a transformation around your habits and around the things that you allow to distract you. Let's see here. Oh, I grabbed two cards here. I grabbed Ten of Swords and Jack of Hearts. So for some of you, you could have had an ending with someone who I wouldn't say is like a partner, is more just like an admirer. It could have been somebody that was messaging you a lot, or calling you up, and it's like a relationship that didn't quite get off the ground. Or alternatively, this could be a young friend. Pages can just be young people. So there seems to have been some sort of falling out. But if that does apply to you, I do think it is for the best, because there is way more positive energy here in the present than what I see in the recent past. So if you have left some dramatic person or somebody that, is just not quite honest behind you, then that is great. There is a transformation coming through here for the better. It's like you're transformed into this new energy. The sun has come up Um, I see butterflies, which is a symbol of transformation, right? The caterpillar goes into the cocoon, it comes out, it's a butterfly, it has wings, it's marvelous, it's amazing. I love that as a symbol. So maybe you have gone through some sort of transformation yourself, Cancer, and you're in a totally different place now, seeing yourself in a different light, feeling hopeful again, feeling like you can dream again, and you can actually believe in your dreams, reconnecting with that joie de vivre that makes everything worth doing, makes life worth living. In the near future, I have the Knight of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Tower. Interesting. I'm kind of getting this sense there may be someone, and who knows if it's the same person. It could be somebody new, somebody that, if this is a person anyway, this is like my player card, the Knight of Wands. As an energy, it's about things moving really, really quickly, but not necessarily a long lasting energy. But as a person, it's like somebody that comes in and out of your life, and they're never here for a long time, and they're very charming. They may convince you that they're going to be there for a long time, but they're gone just as quickly when they get what they want. So I would look out for that. So if you do have someone that you feel like they're just trying to hit it and quit it, like, use your intuition, and maybe if that's not what you want, you probably don't want to give them what they want, because it seems like there's a feeling of sacrifice here and maybe a little bit of upset. So that could go both ways. Like, you could be the person that feels like you got burned, but I think that they could be the person that's getting burned. In this instance, the Hanged Man can be about feeling sacrificial or scapegoated or suffering in some way, but it can also be about turning the tables in some situation. It's sort of like maybe this player is trying to come in or trying to come back into your life, if it's somebody you knew from the past, and they think they can kind of pull one over you, but you're like, nah, actually, yeah, I'm just not interested. Like, you're sort of like knocking them off of the pedestal. So, and especially if it's somebody that did that to you in the past, like made you feel like you were having a tower moment, being knocked off your high horse, like, you may actually be dealing some karma here. Let's pull a clarifier. Seven of yeah, I don't like that. And Ace of Hearts. Okay, yeah. So Seven of Spades is like a deceitful type of vibe. Okay, and the Ace of Hearts, it's a new start emotionally. I think you are choosing your happiness. So if you are dealing with someone who, again, is a little deceitful, right? Someone that will lead you to believe they're going to be there forever, and they're really not. I think you just need to turn your back on them. You need to just shut it down and focus on your happiness. I also get the impression, too, there's more love and there's more happiness available for you right around the corner. You just need to be a little bit more discerning. And I think you are probably feeling more intuitive this month than maybe you have been, because you do have the moon here, which is about strong intuition. The King of Cups is a very intuitive character as well. All of the cups people have very, very strong intuition. So it's just trust your gut. Don't let just anybody in. Yeah, you could be getting some shocking news too. So for those of you who aren't dealing with a player type, there could be something out of the blue that kind of shocks you a bit. But then with the Ace of Hearts there, I would think something good is coming out of it. Like, it could just be shocking news, but actually good news. I got the Tower the other day. The Tower and the Sun combination. And then I was like, oh, that's really weird. Like, of course, I always panic a little bit when I see the Tower, like, oh no, what's happening? Even though I tell people not to do that. But I was like, oh, Tower and Sun, like, maybe I'm just getting some shocking good news. And then what actually happened was I got cast in that movie that I mentioned earlier, and I didn't think I was going to get the part. And then the other thing was that I'd only auditioned for a really small supporting role, but then I ended up getting the lead. So I was like, oh my God, like, it's amazing. So yeah, sometimes you can get shocking news that is actually really good news. And even though you have the Tower in your sped, right? So I don't want to freak anybody out here with that card. So I do think a lot of really good things are coming your way, and I think you're in a really good place, and I don't want to scare you. Okay. So something hidden to you here. We have the King of Wands, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Chariot. Interesting. I see a fire sign, possibly a male, but again, not necessarily. Very charming and very interested in you. This person could be a little bit sneaky. I do think, again, they're very, very charismatic. This person may be spying on you, and they may be actually driving by your house, like coming towards you, showing up in your neighborhood. A strong possibility. It could be actually referring to this Knight of Wands here, like someone that's trying to get up in your space, and be careful about that. If you have someone stalking you, you may want to very directly tell them to stop and consider calling the cops. Like if it's that type of situation, hopefully not. But I do think someone here is incredibly curious about you and is going to keep watching probably your social media for a long time. It's funny how we call that spying, but it's like everybody spies nowadays. Everybody can look at anybody else's Facebook. And I think that's just a normal thing that we do now. So it's not really spying. It's, I mean, if you make that stuff public and it's out there, anybody will look at it. But they're definitely curious about you. I have a Queen of Clubs and I have a Nine of Clubs. So it could be female, it could be male. This is the Queen of the same suit. And it seems like this is someone you've known for a long time, and it's like they're not giving up on you. Hang on, sorry. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Blessed be. Let me just have a sip of my Coke here. I'm sorry if this is sacrilege. I'm drinking Coke and doing tarot cards. It seems wrong somehow, but I just felt like Coca-Cola. I know it's not healthy. I'm always telling people, like, take good care of yourself and, like, don't drink pop and blah, blah, blah. There I am doing exactly that, but whatever. Anyway, yeah. So somebody here, it feels like there's a strong feeling of a fire sign because I've got the clubs and the wands, which are the same in tarot and cartomancy, and they're not giving up on you. It's like they're going to be watching you for a long time. Anyway, doesn't matter. Neither here nor there, but it is flattering to know when people like us, they can't let us go, right? So maybe that's just for your own ego. I have some advice here in this line. I've got 3 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. So there's a theme here. A lot of swords, right? Something you're overthinking. You're overthinking something. I feel like there may be someone that you maybe are having a hard time letting go of. It's like, you know better. You know that this person burned you. You know that you can't trust them. This is like the 7 of Spades. Like this, so we have a recurring theme here. You know that you need to move on. I think this is saying you got to move on. It's like this person broke your heart before. They will break your heart again, given the opportunity. And you'll be feeling like this hangman, like, oh God, like, why did I let this happen? Right? So you just cannot let it happen. You need to learn from the past. And you also need to kind of forgive yourself, like let you off the hook. And you know what? If this isn't a romantic situation, it could just as easily be like a work colleague that's jealous of you, but maybe they act like they're your friend, or like a toxic friendship or something like that. It's the idea that there's somebody around you that's not given up, that is not to be trusted. And you really just need to be able to put this person behind you and move on. And I feel like you may still care about this person, or you may be attracted to them, or there's a part of you that thinks that you can be friends. But look, if somebody's already betrayed you 2 or 3 times, like it's not going to work out. You know what? I don't betray my friends. I don't betray my lovers. Like if I did, I had a good reason, and I probably apologized for it and did my best to make it right. But that's not something that I can just keep doing. You can't just keep cheating on people or just keep lying to them and then expect them to keep believing you and putting their faith in you, right? So even if you are tempted to give somebody a break, like ask yourself, like, what are they doing to deserve a break? Are they just texting me like, hey, what's up? Like nothing happened. Like I haven't heard from this person in 9 months, and when they ghosted me and, and it's just like, hey, what's up? Like that's not something you need to overthink. You just need to block that person. Or are they actually trying to make things better? Are they actually saying, you know what, I'm so sorry. I treated you so badly and let me make it up to you. Because if I betrayed somebody, I think I would need to apologize and make it right. Like good people just don't treat people that way. So if this applies to you, and maybe it doesn't, the message here is to move on. 6 of Swords is moving on to calmer waters, putting the drama behind you, not letting people in, not overthinking it, not hesitating, just no. Just, learn to recognize the red flags in people and when to say heck no. Heck no. That's all I can say on YouTube because I don't want to get censored. But Mark Manson had a really good article about that. And I'll say it's yes or heck no. And it's not heck, but or it's heck yes or no. That's what it is, except it's an F word that I can't say on YouTube. Anyway, yeah, I love that. I love that philosophy. If it's not a heck yes, it's a no. So listen to that. Cancer, and follow your intuition. There's a lot of really good things happening here. I really do see a renewal. I see a lot of happiness. I see you protecting your happiness, putting down stronger boundaries, and feeling more excited about things than you have in a long time. So I like that a lot. I'd like to get a few more oracle cards just to see if we have a few more messages here from my crab friends. Let's see here. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Oh, To the Sea. I like this. And New Life. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me bring these closer so you can see because they're so beautiful. To the Sea. So this just makes me think of a great adventure. And it would be a really wonderful adventure for your water signs. To the sea. Go all the way. Whatever it is that you're working on, whether it's a creative project, it's a business, I don't know. Go all the way with it. There's a wonderful, wonderful adventure awaiting for you out there. And absolutely a new life. I'm going to take that most obvious meaning that you are creating a new life for yourself. And when we create new lives for ourselves, sometimes we need to leave certain people behind or certain habits or places, that don't fit in with that new life. And sometimes there's a little bit of upset with that, or it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's all for the best. So you need to do what's right for you, and you need to keep the people around who are right for you and who support you and believe in you and don't lie to you. So that's what I got for you for the rest of April. Anyway, Cancer, I want to thank you again for joining me here on my channel. It's always great to have you, and I wish you all the best. So until next time, take very good care of yourselves. Bye.